Welcome to our sailing channels.
Where are we going?
We are going to
The top of Gornergrat on the Gornergrat Railway in Zermatt, Switzerland.
If you've been following us, you may be familiar with some of our sailing histories since 2016. In 2020, we completed our first Atlantic crossing. In 2022, we crossed the North Atlantic Ocean and began to explore the Mediterranean Sea.
In 2023, we started in Spain and reached Turkey. In 2024, we explored the Adriatic Sea and wintered in Malta. And in 2025, from Malta, we returned to Tunisia, then made our way north to France, where we removed the mast and continued north through the continent on the French rivers and canals. We made it to Valence and are going on various excursions. We'll resume our journey on the French canals and rivers in the spring. Zermatt is 1,605 meters above sea level. Gornergrat is at 3,089 meters, 10,134 feet. At the base of this map is the town of Zermatt. On the left is the Gornergrat railway station. We made it to the top and we're on the other side of these buildings. Marcus climbed Spitz, Breithorn, and a major part of the Matterhorn.
.360 of where we are.
The ice used to be right up here, and now it's completely in the middle of a big rock pile. Yeah.
Where is it?
Glacier coming down from there. See, it comes down from way up there, right?
Look at that glacier.
And then curves, and it's mostly melted. It used to be all the way up to these rocks here. There's another glacier coming down. It meets it in the middle here.
Taking a video of the glacier right now. Oh my goodness.
The Breithorn Weskelfeld Peak is 13,635 feet.
It's Monte Rosa. That whole massive
Yeah.
Spitz is the highest rock on the right-hand side of the big part, the big mountain. That's the highest point in Switzerland.
15,203 feet.
And you summited it.
And I summited it. I climbed it solo, the last part, from just before the big saddle on the right to the top.
To the top.
Because
Amazing, baby.
Bill quit right there at the kind of where the sun is shining below.
I see it right there.
He stopped there and said, I can't go any further. And I said, oh man.
Do you mind if I keep going?
I'm just going to keep going. Yeah.
It was daylight.
There were
It was
other,
daylight,
It
right?
was summer-ish, and it was daylight.
Beautiful. What an experience, baby. You did it.
It was. Okay, so the trail is down here at the base. Yeah. A line in the grass that goes across from the Ruderboten station behind us. And then it goes over to the glacier, which is the Gorner Glacier. And then up those rocks right in the middle to the Monte Rosa hut.
Oh, I see it. I think I see it right there.
I think so. Then we'd go up those rocks over to the glacier over here, and then up and over and up to the top.
Oh, my
Top of the
goodness.
rocks on the right hand, top of the rocks is the highest point.
That's the highest point right there.
Yeah, and the highest point in Switzerland.
Oh my goodness.
Top of Monte Rosa, the Spitz.
That's fantastic.
The pavement was a bit icy, so very carefully we kept going a little higher so that we could reach the summit of Gornergrat. My mountaineer says climbing the Matterhorn is not easy. I can only imagine. 14,691 feet. Mark and his friend Tom climbed the Matterhorn. This is the highest point that they reached before they turned around to avoid climbing back down in the dark. What an amazing adventure that must have been. Coming into view is Dom. Mark and his friend Bill climbed Dom and reached the summit, 14,911 feet.
Yes.
This is where the rock gets its water.
Thank goodness there's enough for us, baby.
It's a big ice cube up here, right?
My fingertips are getting cold now because I'm wearing the wrong gloves. I need to wear my other gloves. Take them out of my pocket.
In the Gornergrat. With Monte Rosa behind you.
We're both looking through telescopes where we can see the names of the peaks, the heights of the peaks, and the direction to major cities around the world. Towards the base of the Matterhorn is the Hornley Hut, which is over 10,000 feet. Looks like there's 3 peaks on the Brighthorn Ridge. In 1865, Edward Whymper is the first person to reach the summit of the Matterhorn. The first ascent by a woman was in 1871 by Lucy Walker. It was the custom of her time for women to wear long flannel dresses, which made the climb considerably more difficult. We're looking through a telescope again that's looking at the actual surface of the Matterhorn.
You ready?
Yep.
I'll zoom in on it. And we climb from the Hornley Hut over to where the snow meets the rock, and we go straight up to that snowfield on the left. Then we go up through those rocks on the left, right there. Straight up those rocks on the right there, over to the left. Follow those rocks to the left, and then where they meet the snow, and then follow the snow up to the right, right there. On the left side. Okay. And then over to that other big rock and up around it, right? And then we're almost to the Solvay Hut. Go up to the left, and there's the Solvay Hut. Just on the right now. There's the Solvay Hut. And then above that, on the right, where the snow meets the rock, to the shoulder, then over to the left and to the middle, right to the middle. Follow it over to the rocks on the left. Follow the rocks on the ridge all the way up to the snow.
My geologist pointed out that the rock of the Matterhorn summit is entirely of African origin. It consists entirely of remnants of the African tectonic plate. In 1889, the future Pope Pius XI reached the summit. The four faces of the Matterhorn correspond exactly to the points of the compass, north, south, east, and west. When we were there, the youngest person to have reached the summit was 8, and the eldest was 89.
Train's coming to pick us up now.
Bach und Zermatt and wishes you a pleasant journey. Next stop, Borden.
Straight ahead is the location where we hope to hike to in the next few days. We'll check the schedule, hoping this lodge will be open for lunch on the day of our hike. Thanks for joining us on this excursion. See you soon.